Here in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in the game.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield, and allow the play to be successful.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And they'll get this from the 8 to the...
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Back to throw, Purdy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 55 yards. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Go ahead.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and stop fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fights off the defender to about the 26 here.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, Those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
Now Tua. That's complete right around the 8. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. A run with Mostert up the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Achan is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Here's Tua. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are back within a couple of the lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. There's the stiff arm. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. The Dolphins have a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes with a little tread left on the tires.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Tua going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Play action. Now Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, this is Mostert. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. It's a run with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Purdy off the play fake. His throw incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Second and 10 here as we roll along. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They get him to the ground line on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over first down at the 47-yard line.
Running the counter with Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Berrios. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Go ahead.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Forced out to his left. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Tua. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, Achane. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
Certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Jennings. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Looking deep for Jennings. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here now, 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And barring mistake, out and finish it off, and there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know